just finished editing that video. Can't wait to play some Smash 4, baby. Let's go.
Smash 4? Wait a minute, don't you have a Nintendo Switch? We finally got Minecraft Steve.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, today's video is a collab with ft.FrigidLemons, the one and only. Go check out his channel, link in the description. And yeah. Also, go sub to him while you're at it because he is a really frigid, cold lemon. And I think he needs your help to warm his heart by subbing to him. So just sub to him. So, what is today's video? Well, guessing by the fact that you read the title, it's a comparison video of the moveset that I made for Minecraft Steve ages ago that I never showed to the internet, compared to the moveset that actually got in when he got into Smash. So that's why I'm collabing with ft.FrigidLemons here, as he has played Steve and he has knowledge of him and his movesets. While I've never played him. I do know his moveset pretty well, but yeah, I'm going to be explaining my version of his moveset, and ft.FrigidLemons over here is collabing with me to explain the moveset that's in the game, because like I said, he has much more experience than me. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Let's start with the normals.
Hello, so my role is going to be to explain what Steve's moveset actually turned out to be in comparison to fiction's fan-made moveset theory.
So how about we take a trip down memory lane? I'd just like to give a small shout out to Paper Kitty because some of the moves were inspired by him. By the way, that sound was me slapping my own leg. Anyways, first we're going to talk about the jab that I gave him now. I gave Paper Kitty a shout out, so I hope this is alright. Paper Kitty, don't copyright me, but his jab is pretty much Paper Kitty's jab. Play it on screen. As you can see, he does the 2 regular hits in Minecraft when you don't have any weapons, and then drops a splash potion of poison on them. I had to search up which potion he uses, by the way. Yeah, it's a poison one. That's just a 3-hit combo, since you can do only 1 hit, which is just 1 regular jab, which doesn't do anything. But yeah, since this is my version of the move, it does about 8% damage. With the full 3-hit combo, by the way.
Alright, so first of all, let's start with his normals. We got the jab, the neutral air, and the forward tilt, which are all pretty much the same. It works a lot like Mega Man, just a simple sword swipe, which works just like how it does in the game of Minecraft and how a lot of Minecraft's combat works.
So since ft.FrigidLemons explained all 3 of those, it makes sense for him to do that. I'm going to explain my F-tilt and my nair immediately after. So the F-tilt that I gave Steve is him placing a block right in front of him. This can be good to pressure on shields because it does a lot of shield damage and can be used to kill. And next is the neutral air. He kind of does a star jump while holding out the pickaxe and the axe, and the pickaxe tipper has a meteor effect on the end. The axe does light knockback, but is good for a landing option to get a free grab, so you can land with the axe and then grab them. Also, each time you use it, it'll swap between hands. So let's say the pickaxe is on the right, one time you use it, the next time the pickaxe will go on the left and the axe will go that side. So yeah, that's the neutral air that I gave him. This time we're going to let Frigid speak first.
Moving on to smash attacks, we got a more powerful sword swipe where Steve takes a step forward right before unleashing the powerful F smash. Down smash where he brings out the lava bucket and attacks on both sides of him. Up smash where he hits a magma block, or where he encases his opponents in a magma block and then proceeds to break it, dealing massive damage.
Now it's time to talk about my smash attacks that I gave Steve, so let's just jump into it. So once again, I just took it from Paper Kitty here. The forward smash uses a door, and Steve just slams it open in front of his opponent. Originally, I was kind of going to do a Link-esque forward smash, but then I decided that would have been just a complete rip-off of a different character, and I don't want that. Next is the down smash that I gave Steve, and it's kind of a, let's say, Shulk-esque down smash, but instead in this case, again, like his net, he uses the axe and the pickaxe simultaneously. As he spins around while holding them on both sides, if they get hit by the axe, it launches them very far with good launch power, and it's his main kill part of the down smash. While if they get hit by the pickaxe side, it'll bring them in, kind of like Toon Link and Young Link's up B. It'll bring them in and do multi-hits before launching them behind Steve. Also, like Nair, it swaps each time he uses it. Last but not least of the smash attacks, we have the trapdoor up smash that I gave him. Steve grabs the trapdoor out of nowhere and has 4 hits of him pulling it to the neutral position, all the way down, back to neutral, and all the way up. The first 3 hits are meant to lead into the top hit, which is the actual one that does knockback, of him just pulling the trapdoor. By far, this is Steve's strongest smash attack that I gave him. Moving on into the aerials that I gave Steve, so let's just do it. Next is the up air that I gave Steve. The up air uses a chest and opens it before closing out on his opponent. This is good for finishing combos and catching landings with some hefty knockback. Next is the down air that I gave him, which uses the flint and steel, and he holds it in between his legs while pretty much doing a star jump, except from the hand that he's using to hold the flint and steel. The fire only comes out when the move actually connects, and it's a 4-hit move that has a spike at high percentages at the end, pretty much like Kirby's down air. You get off stage and if you hit the tip of the flames, 1, 2, 3, and the 4th hit will end up being a spike. So that's the down air. The back air that I gave Steve is once again Paper Kitties, but I'm gonna be completely honest. When I made the moveset, I honestly didn't copy Paper Kitty for this one. I actually just made it myself. But yeah, he used the shield from Minecraft, which can be seen in his parry animation in game, and the move is very similar to Captain Falcon's backhand. Next is the forward air that I gave Steve, which uses the firework. This move is very similar to me Gunner's forward air, where it shoots a small projectile there and it goes some distance. But this time it's the Minecraft firework, and it has a delay of him like opening the firework to shoot it out. But the thing is, it's a kill aerial. It's very good at killing, since when it connects, it's a big explosion, like a firework explosion. And it does a lot of knockbacks, really good for killing, and really good for combos if you like. Really rewarding because there's a delay there. So yeah, that's the forward air that I gave Steve.
And then we got the aerials. So the aerials for Steve, up air, being he takes out the axe and attacks above him, much like his up tilt. He has the forward air, which has a meteor effect, taking out the pickaxe, and a back air, which is similar. He has, I believe it does more damage, and it does not have a meteor effect. And down air, which takes out the anvil, and attacks for a lot of damage if you have iron.
Once again, Frigid is going to speak first.
We have up tilt, which is a simple axe swipe in the air. We have down tilt, which takes out the flint and steel, which encases opponents in fire.
Next is my up and down tilt, since we already explained the F tilt, so let's just jump into it. For the up tilt that I gave Steve, it's pretty much the exact same as the up tilt that got into the game, which uses the axe, which he explained before. But the knockback is different. Instead, when they get hit by it, by like the middle part, it will send them a bit more forwards to like bring them in for a few up tilts. Although the tip of the sword, since the move itself is an up tilt with the sword, the tipper of it launches them more and does more knockback. For the down tilt, it actually uses a weapon that's never used in any of Steve's moveset in Smash Bros Ultimate, and it uses the Haaaa weapon. Yeah, that's this kind, okay? Get your laughs out now. Anyway, yeah, he plunges the Haaaa into the ground and kind of pulls it up, pulls some dirt. It's quite laggy, but it can launch the opponent pretty vertically, so it's kind of good for that. Ooh, the specials are a doozy. The neutral special that I gave Steve is Create Block, but listen closely because it's very different to the one that got into the game. So here we go. So, the Create Block that I gave Steve, you must build from the ground and all the way up, just like in Minecraft. That may seem like it's pretty much useless, but it means you can kind of get a shield break. That means you can kind of like build from off stage and just trap them in a hole off stage and then easily get to kill. And of course it breaks gradually like in game. But its main use is building 2 blocks next to the ledge since they can't grab the ledge when you do that. So yeah. For the side B, originally I was going to give him the minecart like he got in game, but instead I decided to give that to a different part of his moveset. So what the side B is it's called Lava and Water Bucket. That's literally what it's called. What the move is when you press side B, Steve gets out a bucket, and then that's just it. He is holding a bucket, and you can use every move that doesn't use 2 hands. So he can't use his forward tilt because he needs 2 hands to place the block, but he can use, let's say, his jab because that only uses 1 hand. Anyway, now it determines which side you press now. When you press side B again, in the direction facing forward, that Steve's facing, you would dump a lava bucket forward and it will do multi-hits until the tip of the lava, which will launch the opponent. But if you do side B in the opposite direction, so a B reverse side B, he'll dump water and the others on behind him, which is kind of like Mario's flood or Squirtle neutral B or Greninja up B. It just pushes them back while doing damage. So it pushes them back while doing damage, but if they're on over 80%, it will actually start doing knockback, and the water will actually start pushing them back a little bit. When Steve jumps into his own water, he can kind of move around freely, but he ends up taking damage afterwards. The up special that I gave Steve is actually the slime block up special. What happens is when you use the move, it's pretty much Pac-Man, but he places a slime block under him. He bounces once, which is small, he bounces another time, which is high, and then bounces a third time, which goes like very high. Also, when I was making the moveset and I thought of the up B, I completely forgot the Elytra existed. But yeah, that's the up B. Last but certainly not least of the specials, down special. This move is called crafting table. What happens is he places a crafting table behind the screen and he faces back to the camera, and you can just see his arms and body working on weapons to upgrade them. The upgrading level is a bit different. The gold sword and the iron sword are swapped, so it goes wood, stone, gold, iron, and then diamond. Anyways, yeah, this is how it works. So it kind of works like Cloud's Limit, where it takes about 6 seconds of him hammering, and once there's an animation of him pulling out a weapon, then that means he's upgraded that weapon. But then he carries on hammering to the next weapon. If it's fully charged, every weapon will go up. But if they attack you after you've done one weapon or whatever, you'll still have that upgraded.
And then, for his specials, we have the grounded neutral special, which allows him to mine materials, and then an aerial neutral special that allows him to place blocks depending on the aerials that, or my bad, allows him to place blocks depending on the materials that he gained through his grounded neutral special. For the side special, which sends out the minecart, he could either use this to recover or get out of it and trap his opponents in it. Down special, which sets a TNT, and by holding the down special, you can set a redstone line and set a pressure plate, which is used to set off the TNT. An up special, the Elytra, that gives him the gliding recovery effect, which is really good for mixing up recoveries.
I know we missed the dash attack in Final Smash, but this video is already long enough, so let's just carry on.
We also got the grabs and throws, of course. So, for the normal grab, he pulls out the fishing rod, and after he gets the grab off, he encases his opponents in a fence. Down throw, taking out the anvil to hit his opponents. Forward throw, which he uses a piston to push his opponents in front of him. Up throw, doing the same, but just setting them up. And back throw, which he uses a fishing rod and just throws them back. Also, if you are holding your shield and you press the special button, you will set down your crafting table, which allows you to craft better materials and revamp your current ones.
I called it. I called the fishing rod grab. Yep, let's just say the grab is the exact same. The tether grab. Yep, that's all I need to say. Anyway, yeah, onto his throws. The up throw, He throws the opponent up with the fishing rod and then slices them with a sword. The down throw, he throws them on the ground with the fishing rod and plunges a sword into their chest, pushing them forward. The back throw, he throws them back with the fishing rod behind him and then shoots them with a bow and arrow to launch them. Pretty much Falco's back throw. And the forward throw is used from throwing up the fishing rod and then slicing them with the sword forward.
Alright, it was great being here today. I hope everybody enjoyed. And this is me signing off. Peace.
Thank you so much to Frigid Lemons for collabing with me on this video. I've wanted to do this topic for a very long time. It took me long to edit. Without further ado, see you guys next time.